Welcome to Knights at the Round Table.
Where's the round table?
Right over there. Before this podcast starts, also don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and like, just because it helps us out. And it's real cool. And go to RyzaClothing.com
To sign your life.
Not rise. Rise up.
Ryza.
To rise up.
Yes.
Rise above.
So in today's episode, we wanted to start off with Tiger King. I have no idea. I've seen 2 episodes, and I hear all this stuff on Twitter and everything, and I have no clue what's happening.
I watched it in a day.
Why is it? Because Alex, you just watched it too, right? You
Yes.
guys watched it before.
I watched every episode.
You just finished it. I have only seen 2 episodes. What is it?
It's amazing.
So Tiger King is about how Carole Baskin killed her husband.
Killed him,
No,
whacked
but
him.
that's what I wanted to talk about. Is that everyone says that?
So she did then.
No.
Wait,
She
what?
so did.
No
She
one knows
so
yet.
did.
Wait, so who is
You don't-
Carole
like,
Baskin?
just because you don't know
So,
doesn't
okay,
mean
hold on,
it's not
hold on.
true.
Back-
No, I know.
Backtrack,
That's the
backtrack.
thing. But everyone is talking about how Carole Baskin killed her husband. Do I think she did? Yes. But
Does O.J.
there's
Simpson think she did?
no one knows yet.
Yes.
Yes, because I saw that video
Okay,
on Twitter.
hold on. Backtrack for a second. All right, so basically, Carole Baskin is a woman that Joe Exotic absolutely hates because she tries to work with these animal rights movement people, but she owns a tiger thing herself, and the cages are smaller. And she's like, "Oh, I'm the queen of tiger, blah blah blah. None of my workers
Tiger
are paid."
Queen.
There are
Interesting.
Yeah, and she's like, "I'm the tiger queen," and like,
Oh yeah, quick little thing. No one knows who Joe is.
there's a guy named Joe Exotic, and he owns a like tiger zoo, basically. And I think it's like Colorado, something like that.
Probably Florida, no?
Who
no,
cares where he is?
No, Carol's is in California. Or
Basically, they own tiger farms.
Carole and Joe
Carole
Exotic.
and Joe and this other guy own tiger farms in like the United States, in different states, but they all like Carole thinks she's this big, awesome, amazing person when she's not, and Joe Exotic is just another guy who runs the same thing she does, but hers is all of her workers are volunteers, and they have to go through different levels and wear different colored shirts, and she's like one with nature, and she has this tiger farm with smaller cages than Joe Exotic has, and Joe Exotic has done like they fight, they like feud and stuff. Joe provokes her, she like snaps back because she has more money, and because when she killed her husband, she inherited all of her like husband's money.
Oh, he was rich?
He was
was
a
rich, yeah.
millionaire.
Like,
And I just want to say right now, you guys, if you're watching this and you haven't seen Tiger King, we're going to spoil stuff. It's been on Netflix for about a month and a half, and it's all over Twitter and Instagram.
So this is on you,
It's
buddy.
on you if you haven't seen it by now. It's like when people are like, oh, you just spoiled the last Avengers movie that came out a year and a half ago.
I'm
It's
sorry,
like,
do you
dude,
not have
stop.
social media?
Yeah. So if you're spoiling Tiger King for you, sorry.
There's literally
sorry,
also-
Charlie.
quick also disclaimer about the fact that like these are all opinions.
Theories.
It is not fact.
Yes.
None of this is a
This
fact.
is all just,
It's
coming
all just
from
our
butts.
opinions.
So all we know, Carole is an innocent woman, factually.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing. Here's the
factually.
thing is that I think, in my opinion, no one's in the right. I don't
Oh,
like Joe
no.
Exotic. I don't like Carole
yeah.
Baskin.
I
don't
read
like the
he
other
went
guy
to
with
jail
the freaking
for
white beard.
trying to kill her.
What?
Yes.
I
So,
heard Joe went to jail
this is
for
what
trying
happened.
to kill Carole.
So
Yeah.
basically,
Or something.
Joe Exotic, Carole tried everything that she could to ruin Joe's life, and there's someone called like she burned down his alligator facility, which held all of the records because he was filming a show,
And killed animals.
and yeah, killed all the alligators that were in that facility.
To get rid of the records from her
But
husband.
there's
Yeah.
also rumors that Joe Exotic did it.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's basically
so
like
ridiculous.
it's just opinions at this point, basically. And then in the long run, Joe ended up hiring a hitman to kill Carole, but
What?
he never
That's
did
fact?
it.
That's a
He-
fact?
Yeah, he never did it. He had the whole thing planned out. He never did. The guy never did it.
The guy wanted $5,000, and Joe was only able to put up front $3,000. So he just goes, oh,
$5,000 to kill someone?
Yeah.
So he takes
This is
3,000
gonna sound
and
really
tells the
screwed
If
up.
you saw the dude, you'd be like, yeah, he'd probably do it for $1,000.
Yeah.
This is going to sound really screwed up, and don't take it in a screwed up way, but why did I think to kill someone it would cost like $1 million?
No, yeah, no, of course.
I think it
like
should.
in movies and
it's just.
I think it should.
I
it's
think it
just
should.
This,
I think it should start at around 120,000.
Legally, I think it should.
So what the guy did is he took the $3,000 and ran. basically.
It's just like for $5,000 to kill someone, just get a job and work for 5 months.
No, yeah. And
Why do you have to kill someone?
You
But
don't
it's
have to
like-
work
You're
for
saving
5 months
5
to
months.
get $5,000.
Yeah, like
it's basically this drama-filled. You can tell that a lot of the stuff was maybe scripted in some parts, just for views or whatever. But the workers, half of the workers at Joe Exotic's farm love what they do. There was literally a woman who got her hand bitten and taken off because she put her hand in a tiger facility, and
how did she do that for?
well, she was, I don't know why, but it took her off her hand, and then 7 days later she was still in she came back to work, basically.
You know what would happen if I worked at let's say I worked at a petting zoo for like killer whales, right?
Why?
And I put my hand in the water and an orca rips my arm off my
she
body.
knows it was completely her fault.
Oh no, but guess what I would not do?
Go back.
I wouldn't go back.
Dude,
She
I
left
wouldn't
her
go
down.
back to the
she
orca
went
farm.
back what?
7 days later.
No, I think it was the day after she was released from the hospital.
She loved
She got
it.
out of the hospital and she
Mothers
went
who
back
give
the next
birth
She loved
have
it.
more time off
Yep.
than this woman who lost an arm.
She could
It was her
have.
choice.
The thing about it is she knew that Joe was getting a lot of bad press, so she could have even saved her arm if she had not left the hospital like that. But she was like, I'd rather just cut my arm off.
That is,
Yeah.
honestly,
That's dedication.
I can't even. I was gonna say that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No, that is dedication.
If you could have kept
That's
your
pretty, it's pretty dumb to
You
do
see that he's like getting like PayPal from Joe Exotic. He's like, that is dedication,
Yeah.
and that's something I would have done.
But now
Ching,
Joe
ching,
Exotic
ching.
is
I go,
in
Aaron, you're
prison.
getting a notification from Joe Exotic.
He's in prison now. So
on Venmo. That's
How
weird.
long? How long did he go to
I
prison
think he got
for?
22 years.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
For
For-
paying someone $3,000 technically.
But it's also, there was also a lot of other stuff that Carole literally like made so he would get more time, like animal cruelty and all this stuff. And
The cool thing about the show, though, is that I think it did open up the cold case of Carole Baskin's husband
oh, it
being
did
killed.
100%.
Yeah.
Or disappearing.
Because that's all I hear now about Tiger King, Carole Baskin. Blah, blah, blah. There's a song.
Because she portrays as this innocent woman who's oh, I'm queen of the tigers, like I have never done anything wrong, but she literally said, oh, because everybody was saying, oh, you fed your ex-husband to a tiger to inherit all of his money, and then she was like, oh, in order for a tiger to eat a human, you'd have to cover them in sardine oil. And like, I'm sorry, how would you know that? But at
in
the
order
same time,
for a killer whale to eat a human, you'd have to bask them in sardine oil for 3 hours, and then after the 3 hours, rotate them and do it again, and then take off all clothing, do it again. And that clothing that you had to like soak, put in the water for about 2 hours, if you were gonna kill them,
No,
and then
yeah.
put them in the water.
So
Only-
it's,
I heard.
it's
What
just
the hell?
her
I
husband,
heard. I googled that. That's weird.
Her husband completely disappeared without a trace, and no one has been
Dude,
able
what
to
the
find
hell
him.
do they think happened?
What happened was
Hey, where'd he go?
He got into an airplane, as that's what they believe, because what was it, like one of the airplanes was gone,
What
and
goes
like
up never comes down.
never
The police in
came
Florida
back.
think that.
But there
Well,
were
he
no
went out.
there were no records of him going to Costa Rica. His stuff was left in his van.
So
Like-
is he dead or missing? That's the
He
thing.
was
that's
declared dead 5 years after the disappearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was missing, and you can't technically be officially
I'm not
legally
gonna-
dead until 5 years after of being missing.
I'm not gonna say it for the podcast's sake, but I will say right now, I would have about 10 ways on how to kill someone and not get caught. So I don't think
I
it's
don't
the
believe
weirdest thing that Carole.
I don't believe you.
Well, if I had access to things that I couldn't get right now, for example,
Oh, okay.
Also, I mean, think about this.
let's say
This was-
acid. No, seriously. Okay, hear me out.
He watched Breaking Bad once.
Okay, fine. You know what? I am gonna say it, but I'm not gonna say it in detail. I'm gonna say it in very nice ways. So let's say I needed to get rid of a teddy bear.
The police.
Let's
gets
say I had to get rid of
after
a teddy bear. Okay,
Named
Mr. Baskin. Let's say I needed to get rid of a teddy bear named Mr. Baskin. Okay, this is what I do. I get the teddy bear. I would make the teddy bear not alive anymore. And I would literally cut the teddy bear up. I would cut the teddy bear up into like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. Head, body, arms, legs. The teddy bear. Okay. And then I would drive to Las Vegas. I'd put one of the teddy bear's arms in the middle of the desert. Okay. A couple weeks later, I'd drive to Oregon. I'd put one of the teddy bear's legs there.
You're gonna get caught.
You're gonna get caught because
You're getting
someone's gonna
caught
find that
so
arm.
quick.
Driving
I don't
to
think you-
multiple different
That's
states.
so weird.
No one can trace. I could do that in 3 days.
They can totally trace you.
You can trace
I
it.
could have gone to Vegas last night, and I was about to show you a video of me on the Vegas Strip right now.
No,
Dude, security cameras catch everything
they-
nowadays.
But there's no security cameras in the middle of the desert.
Yes,
you guys.
there is
Like,
because
on
of
the
Area
way.
51.
On the way there, they're going to be like, why didn't you come back
There's
for
also
4 days?
stops.
And then they're
And
going to find at
satellite
least one
images.
time your license plate in a different state. And they're going to be like,
satellite images.
He killed him. Preston Garcia, you're going to jail for 25 years.
Okay, so what do you think Carole Baskin did if she did hurt her husband and make him not here anymore?
What people think that she did is they think that she first of all fed him to a tiger.
What about the bones?
They can't
hit him under-
digest the bones.
No, they do digest the bones.
What?
Well, so she fed him to a tiger apparently, and then hit him under a water tank, like a water.
See,
tank,
that's
you
the
know?
stupidest thing. Are you not
Apparently.
able to get rid of bones? By the way, like chemically, there's no way.
you are. So that's
why would you bury them under a water tank?
Because you can't go under the water tank.
But like if they wanted to.
Did I watch that wrong? Did they not say like tigers digest the bones?
They can't.
They can't digest. I don't think
Their
they
bodies
can.
can't do it. Just like chicken bones and dogs don't really mix.
I think it's.
I only ate chicken bones for a summer one time.
I think also at the same time though,
totally
because
watched
I mean
that.
they're not gonna eat the carcass of like a gazelle. They just eat the meat portion of it, you know. But like what I wouldn't be surprised that she probably did is she fed them to the tigers, and what was ever left, like she just
put 'em
took
under
it
the
and
water
threw it
tank.
into a meat grinder. You
See,
know?
that's also
Could've
an
done that
idea.
too.
And then
you
she,
know?
Okay,
they
this is
literally
what I
brought that
mean.
up too.
I would get my teddy bear and make it not a teddy bear anymore, and I would grind it up, for example,
That's
and
very
have it in a
vulgar.
trash bag. Or if I had access to tigers that could eat my teddy bear, and with the bones, I would grind them up, and I would drive to the desert in Las Vegas, sprinkle them everywhere. But I bring a camera with me. I purchase a camera. I get money out of the bank so I can go gambling and this and that.
You know,
and
when
then I
you
have a good time in Vegas.
when you leave the
Have a good
state,
time in Vegas.
when you leave for California, when you leave California and come back into California, at least California. I don't know about where she lived, but at least
She lives in
California.
Florida.
There are stops along the way. They're like to get back into California. It's like a produce stop, so you
I've
can't bring
seen
stuff
that,
in.
and I just went to Vegas in November for my
You don't
21st.
stop though.
You don't. They do random stops, so
Yeah,
you
but
have to get super
You have
unlucky.
to remember they have satellite images. This is
Oh,
how they
yeah.
catch people in the desert.
Yeah, they would. They would see me like with a trash bag in like midair, or like me with a bunch of dust in my hand,
Literally,
and I'm like
this
sprinkling it like Salt Bay on the.
This is how to
on
do
the
it.
desert land.
So
Why are we?
you guys know like the card guy, right?
Evan, yes.
Yeah. So
Evan
I
Carter.
would learn magic and just make someone disappear.
Yeah, if you were 7,
Chris Angel, where
that's
you
not.
at?
You can't. I don't think he.
I don't
You
know
can't
if
make
it
people
works.
disappear. I don't think he knows.
Yes, you can. I've seen it.
Either
Then how does Santa go down a chimney? Oh, okay. So he doesn't even. Okay.
he doesn't. He is 7.
I actually feel.
He,
like,
he actually
he
is
actually
7.
is 7.
imagine there's actually a
Um,
kid watching this. Like, what do they mean by that?
What do
joke?
they mean? I
that-
don't get that joke.
Did
The
they-
Santa part didn't make any sense.
They said something about Santa not being real.
Actually, I feel like half our viewers.
Wait,
are
can we
super
please
young.
please title this podcast "We Found Out What Happened to the Tiger King"?
Yes.
Or we found out we have the answer to Carole Baskin or something like that.
We have the
basically-
answer.
Carole Baskin is not innocent. Proof. And then start it with this clip. So we have no legal proof that Carole Baskin did anything.
Huge consensus though about Carole Baskin. Who here thinks that she did kill her husband?
If we're being completely honest,
Me
I
too.
really do think because I heard a lot of money, and the disappearance. That
His
doesn't make
kids
sense.
and his ex-wife even think she did it.
So okay.
Like they were asking, they're like, "Do you think that she did it?" And she was like, "Oh, I don't think I know."
You know what I would want to happen is for there to be a court case about it, her to get proven innocent, and so no double jeopardy. She does what OJ did, and then she goes on a talk show and says how she would have done it if she did it.
Now
You know what I mean?
this
Yeah.
is a topic change, but what would happen if dogs had the intellect of humans and could actually rule the world, but they still had the tendencies of dogs?
What are you talking about? They already do.
What would no other
We
than
pick up after them. We take them on
no,
walks. We
no,
feed
but
them.
I'm saying like they have they control the government, all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
You know, if dogs
So it's like
actually
cats
ruled
and
the
dogs,
world.
Can
like-
they speak?
Yes.
Revenge of Kitty
English.
Galore.
Yes, English. But they have the tendencies of dogs, so they would talk like a dog.
Do you think dogs in other countries bark in other languages?
No.
I do. Like that's why in that movie they were
It's
like, I didn't know you
Ruff,
spoke.
ruff.
Like in 102 Dalmatians, that dog barked when they were in France, and he was like, I didn't know you spoke French.
Ruff, ruff. Croissant.
Did you just
A
hear what she
croissant.
said?
What'd you say?
Yes.
The dog in France has a different bark than an
She
American.
goes, I saw this movie.
Like the Dalmatians, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's true.
Well, the little dog barked in France, and he goes, I didn't know you spoke French.
Okay.
animated.
There is no French dog language. French and everything is a human.
She goes,
A
there's a French
poodle.
bulldog. We go,
A poodle.
But
Yeah,
really though,
that's
but
a
really
breed.
though, what would the world be like if dogs ran the world?
I think there would be.
I think
lot
it
of
wouldn't get
happiness.
far because I'm serious. I think we got really far because we had like thumbs, right? Like from the beginning, we were able to build and create.
Yeah, but they would just take us over, right?
They would do everything to
Yeah.
their. If
I don't
it,
think dogs could take humans
it
over even if
started-
they wanted
no,
to
if
because we have
it's-
like guns and stuff.
If it started, I swear they understand. Earlier, Alex
I
was in the
swear they
bathroom.
don't.
No, no,
I
no.
swear they don't.
Listen. Alex was in the bathroom, and I was in the kitchen cleaning, and I was teaching the
I was
dogs
thinking of poo-poo.
about all the stuff in the kitchen, and I was teaching them about the appliances and how to use them, and they were genuinely listening. Like they were sitting in
I
front of
wouldn't be
me.
Hey
surprised.
Maggie, what's 7 + 8?
They were sitting in front of me,
Well-
and then Buddy was sitting down, and Maggie, I was like, Maggie, this is the washing machine, and she looked at me, and she like sat down and like looked at it, and then looked at me, and I wasn't even pointing at
So
it.
you think by you saying Maggie, this is the washing machine, baby, she
mean-
in her brain went, oh, it's a mechanism to clean laundry.
Well, I taught them. I was like, this is
Conveniently.
where we clean clothes. You guys don't do that because
She
you don't
doesn't
have the
even
clothes.
know what the letter C pronounces.
The
You
funny,
said clean clothes.
the funny thing is though, after we, no,
I honestly imagine Donnie actually doing this, and that's so funny.
I did it after.
I love that.
I believe it.
Like that's such a Donnie thing to be like.
The funny thing is though, after we started talking about dogs, both Buddy and then Maggie came out.
It's a coincidence, you guys.
No,
Coincidence?
they
That-
understand.
Okay, let's test it right now. Buddy and Maggie K9 come out right
Have you seen
now.
Have you seen the dogs that can count?
I don't think they can count. Okay, for example, you know the dogs that there's buttons and they can hit the one that says food to get food?
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't know what food means. They just know like training. They
Well,
would not have been born
They
and
know that-
grown up to be able to do that.
They know that if they click that button, it means food, and
Because
they
they're
get food.
trained.
Actually, wait, no, I just kind of contradicted myself because humans
about
don't
it.
do that. Like I couldn't, if I was a baby with no lessons, I couldn't learn how to eat.
Exactly.
We're trained too. We
I'm
learned.
teaching
So is
them.
food.
You're
even
not teaching
food?
them about
You can't.
fucking
They don't know
washer.
appliances.
I'm
They will never
teaching
go into a
them.
Sears. Donnie.
Sears closed down. That's why they're never gonna go there.
That's the reason why they'll never go to a Sears because they closed down.
What do you mean?
You bring Maggie into a Best Buy, they go right to the Geek Squad. We're like, stop doing
When we bring
that.
them into a Sears, they go directly to that exact washing machine. They go clean. Like they kind of do get it actually, and we're like, oh my god, she's
You're
right.
gonna
Clean.
You're gonna walk out one day. You're gonna walk out. You're gonna
We're like-
walk.
appliances.
You're gonna
Why
walk
would
out
they?
one day, Preston, and Maggie's gonna have like a mouthful of clothes and putting them in the washing machine.
Yeah, and you're gonna
I'm
feel
like,
really pretty
what the hell are
freaking
you
dumb.
doing? She goes, I'm doing Donnie's laundry. This is the washing machine. She teaches me. She goes, "This is a washing machine, and you put clothes in there, and you hit start, and it like washes them." I go, "No, I know what it is."
Preston's like, no, shut up.
That's impressive that you know what that is.
But she goes, by the way, Preston, last week you did your laundry and you should have done like delicates,
You
but
should
you
have done the
didn't.
delicate cycle because there were only like 2 towels in there. Weight wise, I don't mean this like literally. I mean like weight wise. But it's okay. Like it's fine.
And
Don't.
it'll be
mad.
fine.
Don't be
Honestly, I was gonna say that like you did not separate like your
Darks and
your,
whites.
like darks and whites
You
and
don't know
reds
that.
from like the other like laundry.
You know, Maggie, stop giving me advice. Hey, okay.
But the thing
I'm-
is, the
all
other
right,
day,
move.
I
All right, she does
proved
this.
this. I proved this the other day. I was sitting
What'd
in
you
my
prove?
room.
Yeah.
and
What did you
listen
actually prove?
to
I'm
me,
listening. I'm listening.
I'm listening.
I was sitting in my bed and I looked at Maggie and I did, you know how dogs respond to tones? Like the way
Sure.
that you said things is like how they did it. I said dog park in many different tones. I first said it like dog park, like the way that she knows. I wouldn't be surprised if she comes out. But then I said it like dog park and then I was like dog park. And every single time she went,
I think it's
She
like the
knows.
word like I'm not gonna say because they're gonna freak out, but like TREAT or COOKIE.
she doesn't know. Yeah, she knows cookie.
Yeah, so that, for example, I think it's the word too, the word and tone. Because
So
if I
they
were to
know
say,
words.
Maggie would you like to go in my Toyota Camry outside and go to the place where dogs can run around in like a field? PARK.
She is walking.
She knows.
She is walking this way.
You're so smart.
I don't-
PARK. Okay, that's
She's
actually
so
weird. I spelled it and she
smart.
came.
Maggie,
That's
go back.
actually weird.
Go back here
It's
and
literally
go.
just tone, dude.
Alex gets a knock on the door later tonight, and it's Maggie. She goes, "I'm not gonna say a lot. Don't tell me they wouldn't believe you anyways, but it's not a coincidence." Roof, roof. And walks away.
It's like Toy Story.
Okay, New
Toy
subject. Did any of you guys talk to your toys when you were little? Like,
Absolutely.
Hey, between me and you can talk to me right
Yes.
now. Come
Yeah,
on.
I did that a couple
Yes.
times.
I still do that.
In
did that, like,
Texas,
once
there
or
were so many
twice.
tornadoes. One time, I put all of my
Wait.
stuffed animals. I put all of my stuffed animals in the bathtub because that's what you're supposed to do when if there's a tornado. You get into the bathtub,
Wait,
and
are
I
you
put
serious?
all of them in there.
I thought you were gonna say that you put all your stuffed animals in the bathtub when there's a tornado and it gets rid of the tornado.
and I was like, that's where I lost you.
It's
That's
a
not
secret
scientifically it works.
solution.
Tornado.
It's a secret solution. No, I actually put them in my teddy bear blanket that I had, and I put them in the in like the bath.
Did you have a bunker?
I also gave them it was just in the middle of my house. I also gave them baths, which then I soon realized that's what makes them not good anymore.
Makes them moldy.
And
That's
I
disgusting.
talked to them.
Really quick.
I want to find a picture. I want to find a picture for you, and you're gonna understand what I mean.
So moldy. Wait, why the bathtub though? What does that do?
Because the bathtub is the safest place. You get in the bathtub with the mattress over you, and for some reason that's just what you do.
How'd you fit him? It took me and Alex like 30 minutes to get my mattress in my room, for example, within an empty house.
You know,
You would get. I have a theory that dogs are actually super insanely smart and they just act dumb so that we do stuff for them.
yep.
Because
You guys
of how
sound
smart
like
they
you
are.
should become
Because
scientists.
of what literally Buddy will act so much dumber than he actually is. When he knows what's being said to him, he's just like, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna act like I don't understand.
And like if you put them in the wild, they would like actually like survive.
I
even.
don't think they would. I don't
Buddy,
think Buddy
no,
would.
Buddy wouldn't. He's too small. Buddy would not know how to. He would go, and
That's
that
a
would be about it.
bathtub.
No, that's my.
But he would
That's
like
my pull-out bed.
him
Those are
versus
all
a
my stuffed
coyote
animals.
would be.
Dude, you were one of those kids.
They slept with me every night.
You were
You
crazy.
have so many.
Did you have any human friends?
No,
Neither did I.
I
so
did.
that's
My-
okay.
I
my
did.
little
Her name was
brother growing
Kendall.
up, he had like, he didn't have a lot of stuffed animals, but he had like the big, like
oh yeah.
obnoxiously big stuffed animals.
I was like that in fourth grade.
hmm
I like went to the fair and I always got the big ones, and I would always force people to buy me the big ones. And for Christmas, that's all I asked for: stuffed animals.
Big
Dude,
stuffed animal.
I'll literally never forget. I went to the fair one time, and like those ping pong things where it's like a bunch of like cups floating on water.
Yes.
And there's like one white one, and if you make it in there, it's like big prize. I actually did that one time when I was a kid, and I got like the biggest polar bear ever. Like, and I was like, oh my god, yes. And my dad made me throw it away when we got home because it was too big.
No way.
I got one of those.
Were you
massive
hella
tigers.
sad?
That was so sad.
I had a tiger that was the size of this table.
I've been super sad too.
Oh, I'm serious. The polar bear was probably the size, I want to say, of the front door, maybe a tad bit shorter, height wise, and width wise, probably the same width. It was like
that's a real polar bear.
it was actually it was one of the like you would see it at it was smaller
That's
than
like
this teddy bear, but like
dumb.
it was pretty big.
That is
And
a
he
real
literally
polar
made me
bear.
throw it away.
A real.
I
polar
probably
bear?
would
Preston's
too,
dad.
bro.
What the heck?
I know.
No, I kind of agree with him.
What the heck, Mr. Garcia?
I mean, as a
he was-
kid, yeah, that's kind of fucked up to do as a kid, but like that's just too
I mean, to be
much.
honest, I probably didn't care 5 days later, but like still,
It's still pretty cool to have, especially me
it was
because
cool
I
to
talk to
win
them.
because it was like don't
They
don't-
talk to me.
in the white one. Who?
My stuffed animals.
I think we're gonna call the podcast here, you guys. We're gonna call the police.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
No,
You're
yeah,
talking to me,
stuffed
I am.
animals were a huge part of my childhood.
Okay, and let's finish the podcast up on this last question. It's gonna take a while to answer, all of us. Honestly, what would you do?
He goes, "What
If-
day is it?"
What
That's really not going to take long to answer.
It is
Go, you should
sad.
know this.
what
dude.
color hoodie am I wearing?
It's
No.
Saturday.
But like, what would you do actually? How would you react? What would you do if a stuffed animal actually talked to you and it said, "Don't tell anyone else"?
Oh,
I would. I'm
Starting
not
with
joking.
Alex.
Like,
what would you
okay,
actually like? Realistically, no joke. What would you do?
I would probably get rid of all of them.
Really? You wouldn't make friends with it?
Imagine what you could do with
Imagine having a best friend that's like a teddy bear, but only you know that it's speaking.
Bro, imagine. No, I don't
that.
know
Aaron,
about
what
that.
would you do? We'll go to Donnie after you. What would you do?
I would have to like first off like take a
noise. You went.
that one. Imagine if they were real, dude.
Oh, yeah,
That
well,
one
if
could
it's like-
probably kill us.
This one could like hurt us, but if it was like a little bear,
Have you ever seen Ted?
smaller than Ted,
It's like a
a
Ted.
stuffed like a
Even
like a
Ted's
what
size
are
is
what are those
scary.
stuffed animals called?
Like a Doug?
The tiny
That Doug over there?
beanie
Beanie
smaller,
Babies.
like
Beanie
beanie
Babies.
babies. Yes.
Okay, Beanie Babies I feel like would be terrifying
Dude.
because if they all like
They'd-
gathered.
they'd be
This
like
thing woke
sitting-
up one night and was like, "Hey, good
Yeah, but
morning."
what, imagine if he was just like the super, like the most chill guy you've ever met.
Dude,
he just
I'd start
sat
making
there.
him pay rent. And he's like 6'1".
Like he
Okay.
couldn't move and he was just
Wait.
like, "Hey, yo, good morning."
so Alex, what would you
What would you
throw
do?
him out?
throw him away or keep him.
Dude, I'm serious. I would have to take it apart. Like I would shred it up before I threw it away.
Dude, I'm serious. I would have to take it apart. Oh my god! But it would scream.
He would bury
I
it.
would take out all the cotton from the inside
He'd cut
and be
it
like,
into 6
dude, you're
pieces
outta
and bury
here.
it in the desert.
He'd cut it into 6 pieces and bury it. You're
Take
right.
acid. Yep.
What would you do, Donnie?
I wouldn't fuck with that.
So it depends on the size and the breed.
The breed of stuffed animal. It was the size.
Well, you know those stuffed animals with the really freakishly large
it was
eyes?
the size of Buddy, and it was a normal teddy bear.
The size of Buddy and a normal teddy bear is just like, what's up?
Normal stuffed animal.
At
It
first,
says, "Hi, Donnie. I seriously am alive, and please don't kill me."
if it
And
looked,
it begs you. It looks at you in the eyes.
okay, but
It
the
says,
thing
"Please
is,
don't kill me like Alex killed my brother."
the thing is, if I was just laying in my bed and it looked at me and it was like, hey, and I was just like, at first I'd be like,
I would scream.
It's
I'd
like,
go,
yeah, why would it ask
I'd be like,
sexually?
hello,
Hey.
and then it would be like, I just want to let you know some things, like
You got a deep voice.
I
Hey,
am
just wanna let you know
alive.
some things.
Hey, I just want to say, first of all,
Like-
first and foremost, good morning. Second of all,
and like I feel like it'd be like,
shit.
oh,
because Toy Story is one of my favorite Disney movies.
Okay.
Because I think the idea of it's super cool to like have like toys that you could actually genuinely like play with, like that's what they're there for, but like they speak, you know. So I
well,
feel
Andy
like
never got to play with a toy.
Woody's
for
got a
1
great
second while it was
personality,
alive.
though.
so basically it's just like if it had a really good personality. So say it was like a Woody.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
loyal,
It cared about you.
it loved me, it wanted to be with me all the time, like it was, but it was like respectful. I
love it.
It was
I would
respectful.
want-
it had good morals and values.
yeah, no,
This is
exactly.
cotton.
I'd want it to be like how a friend, if it was like a person, so like you know how you see a person in like a mall and you just look at them and you're like, oh, I can just tell
But
we
you don't
wouldn't be
think that
friends.
would make you like, for example, if like
You would
were
never
in
be
your room
lonely.
changing,
Obviously, I'd say, can you please turn around?
but like eventually, what if he was like one day like, oh, Mr. Stoney, I don't want to. Like weird shit
Then,
like that.
then
Like,
I'd
or it was like, Donnie, I have to be honest, I like you.
you treat them like your friends, and you'd be like, oh, I'm
But what
sorry,
if
I
it
don't
got a
feel
crush-
the
you guys-
same
What
way.
if I got a crush on you, Donnie? New
You
question
guys,
for Donnie.
You guys know Winnie the Pooh, right? Did you watch Christopher Robin?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude.
Am I the only one that?
Not the live action new one, but I've seen Winnie
The live action new one, like basically Winnie the Pooh comes back into his life when he's an older person, and he's like freaked out, and he's like, I didn't believe it. I don't want to go crazy like that. Imagine actually being friends for 3 years with a freaking stuffed animal, and then they have to go away, or you grow up, or they die, and then like,
That's why you keep them forever.
and you're actually gonna think
Donnie's so wholesome.
that's why you keep them forever.
I'm a-
They
Forever
become one of
never.
those like dolls that has like half an eye, and they're like, help me, I need food.
Okay,
Donnie, kill me.
you know
I don't want to live anymore. Oh my god.
the cutest toy in Toy Story.
Wait, let's all
Is-
say it on 3 because I think we're gonna have the same answer.
Wait, what?
The cutest toy in Toy Story.
Out of the original,
Out of the first one.
Out of the originals.
Like the
yeah.
original cast, not fucking
Yes.
Yeah.
Lotso. Or
Yeah.
not Lotso.
Okay, ready?
1, 2, 3.
The
Rex.
penguin. The
The
penguin.
penguin. Yeah.
That's what I said.
Did all 3 of us say the penguin?
No, I said Rex.
I said the penguin.
Oh, the penguin.
The
texture
dinosaur.
of Rex looks so hard. Like,
Is
it's
it
like
the Weezer, dude.
Who the frick's the penguin?
The Weezer. You said that was your favorite movie?
No, I lied. It's Bullseye. Bullseye would be
I
the
can see
cutest,
that.
the
The
cutest
horse.
thing.
The horse.
Okay, yeah.
That
But
makes
Bullseye
sense.
was in 2.
That's probably number 2.
But
That's Jesse's, right?
out
She
of
was
the
with
new
Jesse?
one, like the new third
Yes.
and fourth, the unicorn and the dinosaur, Trixie and the unicorn are literally
unicorn.
because the unicorn's the voice of like it's like Kevin James or whatever, but it's like
Kevin James. Is it Kevin James? No, it's
It's-
that guy from the
the Wizards of Waverly Place. It's Uncle Kelbo. Uncle Kelbo.
It
So
happened. You become
kill it,
friends
or
with
you
them?
would keep it forever.
I would keep it forever if it stayed. If I took care of it like an actual
But
friend.
what if, I'm saying if it was like a person, so like it could get a crush on you when it turns.
I would
15.
tell it. I'd be like, listen, I'd treat it like an actual
Like when
friend.
it started, like
If my friend
Listen,
came up to me, so say Aaron had feelings for me, okay, he does, but like, but if we weren't like dating, and I didn't feel the same way, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I just don't feel the same way. I'd hope we can still be friends.
So
And
if
if he
you're
was to
But
be,
I wanna be
friends with you and more.
if he did that,
I want to date you though,
okay, if he
Donnie.
did that, if he did-
you on a nice date, bring you roses, and buy you chocolates.
if
Don't
he
you want to
did
do that with me forever?
What if
I
it
heard
was-
you say it on the podcast.
What if-
So
You keep 'em.
what would you do, Aaron?
First of all,
One of your
I
toys
would-
talks to you.
I would literally question my sanity at that point.
No, but it's real.
Um,
It's like actually real.
No, I know, but I would still question my sanity if
That's
my,
what I mean,
if it
dude.
was
You'd
real.
go insane.
I would literally be like, "Am I going crazy? I'm probably going crazy." I wouldn't want to tell anyone about it.
not, Aaron. This
is
real.
If they talk like that, I would not like that.
Why?
I
Because
would.
it's terrifying.
I would probably.
Have you seen Chucky, dude?
Honestly, I would probably, just to be safe, probably end up like shredding the thing unless it can give me like some.
Aaron,
verifiable
please.
evidence.
Notice how the only girl in the house.
That's a fist bump. Don't do it. Don't shred me.
If it can
Oh,
give me.
Complete it.
But think about it. If they were in the same room as people who were like talking bad about you, so say you had two best friends that were not really best friends and they were talking mad crap about you, you would know always the truth because
I
the
wouldn't
doll
wanna know.
would
Would
be
tell
like,
you.
funny, Aaron. You probably
Honestly-
wanted me to tell you the crap they were talking about you. I'm not going to because you were going to shred me.
Even if they were
Honestly,
gonna tell me the crap that they were saying,
I wouldn't
that's
wanna
not how
know.
life works.
Tell you
I
everything you
wouldn't
want.
wanna
Just
know.
don't shred me.
I would.
What do you call it?
Aaron, I'm the biggest fan of your vines. Please don't shred me. I'll literally do anything. I'll hug you. I'll film for you. I'll edit for you, Aaron. Just don't shred me.
I would literally, I would shred that doll. I would shred it. I would. Sorry.
I will learn Sony Vegas for you.
I don't.
Aaron, you can teach me how to jump cut edit on the podcast. Please.
I don't.
Aaron, I'll run the merch website.
I'd go shred him up while he's talking. I wouldn't care. Shut up.
If
Shoving him in.
if for some reason they can verifiably, if it was like, if the doll was like the spirit of like a dead relative or something like that or friend, then I would be like, okay, I'm gonna keep it.
Yes.
You know, but like if it came down to like it was just someone random that's like, I'm a doll, you know, I'd be like, no, goodbye.
No,
You
Aaron,
know?
it's everything I can be, though. I can be a
No.
relative, Aaron.
If it was like because
No,
there's
look at
like
the big picture.
there's like
Don't
that
shred me.
you know that either way so I would shred it. What would you do, Preston?
I would kill it.
Okay.
I would
yeah.
shred it to
That's
pieces.
what I thought. Yeah.
Gosh.
I would tell it. I'd say,
I would slowly.
okay,
kill it.
you're in. Come here. And I'd give it a hug. And as it's like, oh, thank you, Preston. I'd say, no problem. Do you want to go do something? Like go to the mall?
Have you ever seen Forky? How great is Forky?
Oh, yeah. I would. Yeah, exactly. I would hug it. I would take it to the mall. And by mall, I mean, I'd say, well, this is the mall. That's weird. It looks like a shredder. I would lie to it and kill it.
Yeah, but all of its friends who, like, you know how toys can like maneuver places, how they got into a plane and then they got
would have
into
to
a
know.
store and
They would have to know that I shredded him.
Yes.
I took him
what
to the
person
doctors.
just has one toy?
What person has a toy in general? Okay, we're going to end the podcast on that note. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you have not already. Go to ryzaclothing.com if you want to get some merchandise. We're doing a really big drop really soon once we have everything figured out. And then, so stay tuned for that and be ready for the podcast next week.
And once again, the $540 hoodies that we sell on Ryza are now $500 off. So if you guys want to go grab one while they're $500 off, you can do that right now.
Yeah, they're
Don't forget that Carole
$42.95.
Baskin
$42.95.
did kill her husband.
Okay, guys, we're gonna go. We'll catch you later. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see
listening.
you next week.
Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Don't shred me.